morning, good afternoon, good evening, and a very pleasant night to you, my precious pack, and welcome back once more to World of Tanks, Super Heavy Edition. Okay, well, Tired Me's going to be taking the narration over for this one, because I just lost all my energy almost instantly. I don't know why, because this was an exciting match for me, because first off, this is the first match in the Type 4 for me over here on the PC, because I haven't played it in about 4 years now, 5 years roughly, was the last time I played the console version. That was the last time I played either the Type 4 or the Type 5, so yeah. I'm just going to be a little bit of a spoil sport with this one. When the 150mm gun was introduced, I wasn't a fan even on the console. I stuck with the 140. I even saw the 127 or the 128, whatever the caliber of the main weapon that you start with on the Type 4 is. I preferred that even over the 150 because it just seems so much more reliable. And now that they've gone and nerfed all high explosive rounds basically, I just giggle and laugh because I had no intentions of using that gun in the first place. I was going to be sticking with the 140 because that was one of my best memories right from the console, because I could get up right in the face of an E100, I could do all kinds of things, I could slug it out with them, and for the most part you could win. You didn't need to have the larger caliber gun that just derped around to win. You didn't need it to mess people up or anything like that, because the 140 was capable of doing that with 600 Alpha. It was just... it's one of my favorite weapons in the game that you can attach to a tank, and I intend on using it again once I unlock it. Now, in regards to tanking, do not do anything that you're going to see here, because what you're going to see here is me being a buffoon. I mean, you shouldn't drive the tank like this, because most of the time you're going to bump into people in Russian tanks. They're just going to spam you to death with premium rounds, so any armor that you see this thing bouncing right now, it's basically pointless, because the moment that the Russians arrive, they just start spamming you out, and there's nothing you can do about it. But if you have a platoon of these things, oh, by all intents and purposes, just have fun, because that's more or less the goal of these big old chubby tanks. Just have fun. But yeah, it was exciting when I was playing this tank live. It was just enjoyable. It was a breath of fresh air to be back in a tank that I haven't driven in several years, and it just felt so good because RNG was being so favorable right up until this point right here. Not too much had happened, well, aside from losing the loader. So I mean, the ammo rack and the loaders, they're kind of weak. Such a heavy tank. But aside from that, it was just extremely enjoyable. It was fun to play this match out, and watching it back now, even now as I'm sitting here under a Centurion 1 and being dumped on by the artillery, it was still enjoyable. Basically a 75% crew and whatnot, but I mean still, it was enjoyable. Now is this all I get to basically do? No, I get quite a bit of damage dealt in, get a little bit more assistance, then I get knocked out. Oh no! Oh, and you're about to see a round that's hilarious. That was the brand new high explosive rounds. That was a Russian tank that could have been punching through me with a premium round, but they didn't. And you're about to see a magic shot. You see this T-34 Black Edition? I'm 95% certain that when I clicked the button, I was already well off of their tank, and they should have missed, and yet the game decided that, oh hey, you clicked it random, so because a pixel of their tank is still within the hittable area, it's going to hit that instead. Yeah, just messing around now though, because I know for a fact what had happened there was actually, I clicked in advance, the game registered it as where they were at when it fired. It had been delayed on mine, so the client displays the round being fired about half a second afterwards. Because I was actually having some pretty bad lag during this one, and if you actually keep a second on the ping time, you'll actually see it just randomly spiking out. In a match I had immediately after this one, I actually had to stop playing the game because I couldn't play because the millisecond response time and the actual connection was just... it was utter trash. and my aiming there was even worse trash, because I should have aimed just a little bit further to the left there. Would have been able to hit the very beak of the tank and done some damage, but you live and you learn. And Tired Me slurs the speech so much that it sounds like live and learn is something entirely different. And that 152K is just having a great time up there. And now I'm back to the garage. So, first match out in the Type 4, definitely in love with the tank all over again, despite the fact that it's not really worth much of anything, because the armor is too flat to be useful, and 90% of the time you're going to be all the same tier, so you're just going to have a horrible time against premium spam and garbage like that, so... it was a great experience for the first time being back, because I mean... what was it? 9,000 combined? And 9,000 combined... and then you add the actual hit points, it's 11,000 something. I'd say that's a good match in my opinion. Come back and play the first tank, the first super heavy that I actually had. And that's the match that I have. Yeah, I can definitely accept that. And now you get to watch my team plow through the enemy team and achieve victory after I died. And also, as you can tell, I zoomed out. This is my first time also using the zoom feature to its full extent, because most of the time I'm like right up on top of my tank. So this was interesting to be able to zoom out this far and just take a look at everything from the commander's view, or whatever they call it. It was enjoyable for the most part, and the only thing that I would have changed is how I fought. If I could play this match again and have the same level of excitement, I would not be going down the right side of the map. I would have gone right down the middle of the map, down to the freaking goalie. I would have gone right into their base. That's the only thing that I would have changed. I would have done basically the exact same tactic, just push until you die. And all that's left is the enemy artillery and the tank destroyer. And the artillery is gone, and so is the... nope, tank destroyer is still in it. T-30 at the back. Oh no! Another yawn. Before anybody asks in the comment section, no, this is not me being tired because of the game. This is just me being tired, period. Okay. I know exactly what the G-SOAR can do, so this T-30 is about to have a very bad day. I mean, they had a good day, then they had a bad day. And now they're having a terrible day. And that's how this match concludes. I've got more recordings and stuff to take care of, so this commentary is effectively over. I've had my fun with this one. Time to move on to the next one. Thank you to all that joined me in today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back again very soon with the next one. But for now, be safe out there, my pack. Happy hunting, and as always, I'll see you later.